Jazz is generally thought to have originated in New Orleans and Louisiana. The basic instruments of jazz are brass and drum. In the 1920s, jazz was about breaking the old rules, and instead of following traditional music, jazz had its own music style. Unlike classical music, jazz is played not by the way it's written, but it's played by people's own interpretation. Although 1920s jazz was very popular, critics declared European classical music as the only good music. Jazz was viewed as if it was corrupting musical values because it had its own rules. Racism played a strong role in critics opposing jazz music, so generally black musicians were not allowed to play in most establishments. Louis Armstrong was the first important jazz musician in the 1920s.
When the saints marching in, now when the saints go marching in, yes, I want to be in that number. Now when the saints go marching in, y'all sing pretty out there.
Other artists who sang in the beat of jazz were Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, and many more that influenced different ways that jazz could be heard. As jazz was a popular sound of the 1920s, pop became the popular sound of the 21st century. It got its own instrumentation from jazz and classical music, much like the sounds of the 1920s. Pop music is intended to encourage dancing or dance-oriented beats and rhythms. Artists like Michael Jackson, Madonna, and Prince have given music a whole new twist from back then.